Welcome, 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 everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. And of course, I am your host. And I just want to welcome everybody. Happy New Year and everything else. And, and I also want to thank all the guests and all the different people that subscribed to my channel recently. And I just hope that this year you guys are going to do a little bit better on your laughing tips, because laughing is good for you. It decreases your age lines. It makes you look youthful. It also releases a lot of stress. If you have high blood pressure, it also warms up your vocal cords. It just makes you feel better overall. If you keep looking stern and stiff, it's not going to help. And don't tell me that you don't have anybody to that laugh with. You could always call somebody, put something funny on. You could do all that to increase your mood. It makes you feel better. You just don't have to sit there all the time and pretend. But if you say, okay, you know what, DBoss, I don't have anybody at all that I can do that's going to help me to laugh. Well, they do have laughing classes. So you can sign up for those laughing classes so you can get your 15 to 20 minutes in every day. If you can go longer than that, well, more power to you. All right, so we're going to hear something about our next guest. I mean, he's not new to here. He's part of our Real Life Matters family because he's been here before. But just before I bring him and I'm going to introduce him, we're going to hear something from one of our sponsors, Vital Steps to Vital Health.
Welcome to your Vital Steps to Better Health and Fitness. I'm Joanne James. Today we're going to talk about the effects of no exercise on the muscles. Many people are spending a lot of time sitting at their desk and not exercising, as well as the internet has taken people out of the exercise realm and into sitting down and playing games on their phones. There's a major detriment to not exercising. When you don't exercise, your muscles become weak and that impacts your bones. So now you have both weak muscles and weak bones. The other problem is you lose strength and the daily activities that you like to do become more difficult. So it's important to be doing some form of exercise to keep the muscles toned. And thirdly, your body composition will change. You will end up getting more body fat and less muscle mass, which then tends to be unattractive and you lose energy and you become more fatigued. So do yourself a favor. Get into a great exercise routine. Find somebody who can put you on a great program. Your body's going to love it. I'm Joanne James, and this has been your Vital Steps to Better Health and Fitness. Take care.
Thank you so much for that health tip and that wellness tip, actually. So I hope everybody's doing a little bit of working around, because everybody's always on the devices and stuff. And me, because I interview a lot of people, sometimes I keep saying, I'm going to get up, I'm going to get up, I'm going to get up. And next thing was 2 hours later, I haven't got up. So I try to put that in after everything that I do. I just try to exercise or just have some form of movement. But we have a guest here that's been on the show before, and he's been here. And he's one of the Toronto lyricists. He's been doing a lot of stuff, and his name is Daniel.
What up, DBoss? How you feeling?
I'm good. You?
I'm good. Yo, thank you for having me back on the show. And it's actually really cool that you started off that way, because I believe in a lot of the things that you were saying. I make it a point to, every day when I my lunch break from all the work that I'm doing, I watch something funny. I make sure I'm always playing like a comedy show. I'm binging Three's Company right now, going back in time to some of my old favorite sitcoms. And right before the show, I was in the gym. So mental health and physical health go together. I'm a big believer in what you're saying. So appreciate you putting that out in the world. That's important.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're doing it. So Daniel, I know you've been here, but some people probably have never seen you before. So can you tell everybody a little bit of your background and where you come from?
As an artist or a person? A little of both?
Well, you could do that. You could that as a person, and then you could do your artist after.
Well, the background is a little bit of jam band, which I know you just traveled to. Jamaican and Spanish ancestry, but I'm a Scarborough raised MC who's come up in the game of hip hop as a lyricist. I'm also a songwriting actor, and blog writer. So everything I do is under the umbrella of arts and entertainment. But yeah. Music has always been my passion. Something I discovered when I was a baby. Apparently, my mom told me I used to sing in the crib. And then at 5, I discovered Michael Jackson. And then I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I've always been someone very passionate about music, making music, consuming music, teaching music. So that's what my professional history really is all about.
Oh, okay. Well, I seen your Facebook page has been pretty busy. I seen you up there with the hip hop Toronto's guys, Shaw Claire.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, that's my brother. When I first debuted with my single "Dear Hip Hop," it was 1996. The album was Rappers Volume 1, and Shaw Claire was one of the artists on the album. So he and I were selected for the Rap Essentials tour. At the end of '96 and in '97, we got to know each other really well on the road, became boys. For many people, my claim to fame is Shaw Claire's shutout of my name in the track Northern Touch. So big shouts to Shaw for performing them last summer, and we've performed a ton of times and we'll continue to going forward. So just one of my many legends in the game.
Well, you've seen a few of your pictures. You said new year, new look. So
yes. Well, that's because, as you know, new music is on the way. So every time I work on a new project, everything's got to be fresh. So of course, I did a new photo shoot. Here I am on a new publicity campaign pushing the new music because I've been hard at work for the past couple years on it. So it's finally ready to come out. So that's what we're doing here, and I'm excited about it.
all right, so tell us about you're gonna hear the single, everybody. Tell us about your new single that you have there, Cleanse My Soul, and how'd you come up with that?
Yeah. Well, over the past few years, as you obviously know, we spent a chunk of it locked down from the pandemic. And as a result, a lot of us had way too much time on our hands to see what was going on in the world, and via social media and other forms of media, we bear witness to a lot of the social injustices that were taking place. So I was really inspired by some of the feelings that I was going through, amongst the other personal issues I was dealing with. Just like everybody else, we're all dealing with our own mental health issues. So I just put it into my music. Cleanse My Soul is one of those songs that tackles a specific problem that I think is one of the biggest poisons in our community, and that's self-hatred. So my new record does focus on a lot of like I said, social injustice surrounding gun violence, anti-black racism, and self-hatred within the black community. Cleanse My Soul tackles that last topic, self-hatred. So people like Kanye West, who I've long looked up to and been a fan of, has come out and obviously said a lot of crazy stuff in the media that is counterproductive to the movement. So that's putting it mildly. So I tackle him, and I tackle some of the things that have happened, including the murder of Tyre Nichols, who was a black man murdered by black cops. And I question the mindset that is self-hatred in the track. Also, it's a really big single release for me because it checks something off of my bucket list, and that is doing a collaboration with Masta Ace. And anybody who knows hip hop knows that he's a legendary MC. So I finally did it. I collaborated with Masta Ace. I also got my girl Xentury on the track. She's a dope singer from here in Toronto, and one of my favorites for sure. So it is a soulful record, but it's also a provocative record because of the topic. And it's just my biggest, in my opinion, accomplishment to date in terms of writing and releasing a song. This is a big one for me.
All right, so I like how you always do collaborations. You include people from in Toronto or the GTA, and and then you use other people also. So that's so when you seek out these people, how do you select who you want? in your
Well,
next album?
I'm a fan first, right? Like I mentioned earlier, like I got into music as a baby, literally before my memory can even tell you how I got into music. I'm sitting right in front of my vinyl collection, and in there is like every Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, and the Sade album, who are my top three artists ever. And then, of course, I have like a load of funk, soul, and hip hop. And so I'm a fan of music. So when I collaborate with other artists, I gotta be a fan first. There's gotta be something about them that I really love, that I really think is unique and different. Masta Ace specifically, I mean, I was introduced to him when I was 11 years old. The Marley Marl single, The Symphony, was this incredible posse cut that came out. Again, it was '88. We didn't even have a rap city yet. We were watching Soul in the City on Much Music. And the record had Masta Ace, Greg G, and my two favorite rappers, Coogee Rap and Big Daddy Kane. So I've been following Masta Ace's career literally for decades. He just dropped a new album, so I highly respect artists who've been in the game for a super long time but maintain their passion and and maintain their career. So Masta Ace has incredible longevity, incredible skills, and a worldwide fan base. It's a privilege and an honor to have been able to do a record with him. Shout out to Wordsworth, who appeared on my last album, who is, brothers with Masta Ace, and put me in touch with him. So, and Xentury is on the track. Xentury is also on my last album, and she's just the dopest singer and the dopest person. So Cleanse My Soul needed some soul, and she's always my go-to first choice when I need a female on the record.
Okay. Well, who would you like to do a collaboration that you haven't? So who's your next topic?
I just mentioned Coogee Rap and Big Daddy Kane. I mean, because I grew up such a huge fan of those MCs. They're legendary and just icons in the game. Having now worked with Masta Ace, those two would be dreams come true as well.
Okay. So I guess we ain't branching out into any soca or Afro beats.
I mean, listen, I've collaborated with artists. Big shout out to my brother Blessed, who's on my forthcoming album, Vigilante. He's a regular.
He's a family here too.
My brother Lindo B, who I first got into the game with dancehall. My cousin Red Rat, dancehall artist. So I've played with and experimented with dancehall sounds on my records before. The soca's not that far off. But I definitely feel like, what I got to do is make sure that I'm doing justice to the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've never done a song just because I think, this would be cool. I need to do like a rock version or a pop version or a reggae version. I feel like I need to be really authentic on the record and have an authentic twist on the record. So I feel like, being Puerto Rican and growing up with reggae music in the house, it's like the closest that I can branch out to soul, funk, those types of records that I grew up on. I've experimented with that in my music as well. So any branching out of hip hop is going to be something that I still feel like I can do justice to and be real.
Okay, well, we're going to hear this one. And you could introduce it, Cleanse My Soul, and you could say who's the people on it.
No doubt. This is produced by my brother Charisma, a.k.a. Skizzz from the Mighty Monolith. A new single. It'll be streaming everywhere on February 9th. It features a legend Masta Ace and the one and only Xentury. This is Cleanse My Soul.
All right.
Kanye West was born 2 days before me. 2 different paths and like one infected by evil sorcery. He's on the planet over while most of the world ignores me. But arguably I'm richer cause self-hatred is costly. Don't forget your history, Bob told us in Rat Race. I love Nazi Blasier covering up his black face. Viewing his mirror reflection, it seems his ass hates. From throne to alone, the change happened at a fast pace. What inspired sickles to kill Tyre Nichols? The mistake of taking Ye's words is highly fickle. Loading of self to the gamers and wild and pimples. A new sense doesn't cover it. This ain't a shiny nickel. It's death a layaway. It's bound to happen on any day, whether with badges or mics. A brother's life they take away. Caught out in the game that all those evil races play. Our skin folk ain't kinfolk. I hate to say. We need to stay back control. For I wanna my skin change up the world. Cause I feel the pain with this. Should be treated like it's like the man in the mirror is a sworn enemy. Infatuated by death is something we tend to be. Misaligned with God, there's no synergy. Sad life for the friends with the wrong energy. The negativity sinks in and it consumes. We inhale, taking deep breaths of the strong fumes. It's like cyanide, poison in your bloodstream. We don't see it, we too busy on the club scene. The food we eat, another form of self-hate. The drugs we take, another form of self-hate. It's so dirty, unbelievably scary. It's like dairy with a should we go shelf date. Lay down, nigga, stay down. Gotta get over before we go under. Yeah, James Brown. But I ain't here to get a drummer song. I'm here to bring that heat before the summer done. We need to stay back control. For I wanna my skin change up the world. Cause I feel the pain within. We should be treated like my skin cleanse my soul. Yeah. Oh, I feel the pain within. Oh, I want it on my skin. Yeah. I feel the pain within.
There it is.
That is so good. Wow, and you hear, and everybody had their own, like their own bars. You know, she had her, then you came in, and then he came in, and then she kind of came between. That was really good.
Yeah, well, that one took a lot of time to develop and put together.
Okay.
In fact, I got a shout out to you because I think we redid the chorus of that song about 4 different times. What's really amazing about her, not only does she just have such a pure and raw voice, but her ability to work a record is amazing. Like, we go back and flip the lyrics a little bit, she'll experiment with different things, she'll try things differently, and have no problem with it, and is always determined to help in making the record perfect. So, huge shout to her, and of course to Masta Ace, the charisma who produced the track, and really encouraged us to get it perfect. So thank you. That record took a lot to get it to where it was. And I'm proud of it.
Is any video to it or no?
I would love to film one. Masta Ace is super busy right now promoting his brand new album just dropped. Shouts to Masta Ace and Marco Polo, who just released the album Richmond Hill. And if I have an opportunity to do a video, I will. He's so busy right now. It might take a minute for us to get that together.
Well, as long as it's going to be released next week, your song, then, right?
It is, yeah. February 9th, it'll be released on all streaming platforms. So no matter where you listen, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, you name it, that's where you can.
All right. So are you releasing anything else after this, or are you just gonna let this one just?
No, there's a lot of new music on the way, and full-length album is coming out this spring. So it's called Vigilante, and it is by far the best record I've ever done. And as I was telling you earlier, DBoss, all of the things that we collectively as a society have been going through, I'll put on this record. There's a lot of issues that we've all been battling. That's why I found it so interesting that you started the show talking about the necessity of laughter and like feeling positive energy. because this album tackles all the negative energy and tries to destroy it, which is why it's called Vigilante. So
Vigilante.
that's
So you already have it ready. You have it ready, or you haven't released it yet?
It is not released yet. It'll be
Oh, you
out
gotta
now.
come back.
Yeah. So Cleanse My Soul is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more to come.
Oh, all right. So you hear that, people? So are there any shout outs that you want to give, Daniel?
Yeah, big shout out to everybody watching. Much love and respect to everybody who shows support to shows like this, because we need them for artists like me. So I want to shout out everybody who's a supporter of my music. I want to shout out who's distributing the album. Big shout out to my man Big Spock, a.k.a. Skizzz, and Tyre Nichols for producing the album and all the features, and everybody who's ever shown me any support. Just no way for me to do this without y'all.
Are you still doing your podcast that you do?
No, but the podcast is still going on. I had to take time away from it to finish this album. But Godfathers of Podcasting is still going strong, so be sure to check that out on the podcast levels out there.
All right, and just tell everybody your social medias quickly so they can. And you have to spell his name properly, people.
Yes. Thank you. So whenever you search me, it spells correctly on the screen right there. Dan-I-O. No need to capitalize the E's and the O's. But on all my social media, there's no dashes. These social media don't allow dashes. So I'm Danio, D-A-N-E-O, 1010, like the numbers 1010. On Instagram and on TikTok, which I literally just started because I'm very late to the game in that world.
Everybody can't do everything. It's too much. It's so much stuff.
It's so much.
And it's a lot of requirements.
There is a lot, which is why I appreciate you having me on the show. Just go to my website as well, daniel.com, spelled just like that. dan-b-o.com gets you connected to all of my music and everything else.
All right. Well, we want to thank you, for coming, and you're going to come back when you release the Vigilante.
Absolutely. Yes. I'll be back for sure.
But this song I feel is going to go well for you.
I hope so. Thanks very much for saying so. I appreciate that.
All right. That's no problem. So I do want to thank the viewers tonight tuning in here with Danny O and his journey, and the journey continues.
Absolutely.
So good night, everybody, and bye for now.